Back here with another live. Catching this on playback as always. I extend my gratitude, my appreciation for those who catch these lives on playback. This is a part two to Are You Replaceable? And how are you truly valued? Where does your value lie? And before I get people rolling into this live stream, we talked about value and personal relationships for the first part, or for the main part of the first live that I did with the same topic. But in this live, I want to talk about the machine. Through my certain experiences, Song Jones, peace. How's everything, sis? OG Kicks, peace, brother. How you? I wanted to talk about the machine. Zon, what's good, brother? Glad y'all in here nice and early tonight. In this part two, I want to talk about the machine. And as we come to know with the machine, I'm referring to AI and technology taking over. Mama Boo, peace. Hope all is well, she says. Yeah, everything's straight. Um, Tired, a little exhausted. I had an extreme workout today. And then my son had basketball practice and stuff like that. I had some errands to run. So I'm a little bit sleepy already. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be on this live stream for tonight. I got a busy day tomorrow and Thursday. So I definitely for sure gotta pick up on some rest. So I might not be on too long on this live stream. But we want to talk about the machine and how your value holds going forward into the future, going forward into, I don't know, everybody's and it's not any of my business of where people work at, where your job placement, your careers. If you ask yourself if you are in the job force and how things are going. Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna make sure I can get my rest. That's no doubt. um Whatever your career is, your career path, or where you're going, you have to ask yourself, how are you valued currently, and where does your value, and are you replaceable in your career path, in maybe the job that you work, or whatever placement that you're at currently. And I want to challenge you to really sit back, think about it. If you have room for advancement, if you have room for growth in your company, whatever that you're doing, because with AI and technology, I've seen a lot of AI and technology take place where people should be ultimately in the job place, in the job market. And a lot of companies taking that route of placing a literal machine in the place of actual people. And if you notice when you go to your stores, at least in my area, when you go to your stores, whether it be your Walmart, in my area is a ShopRite supermarket, um, these companies have more self checkout aisles, or I should say registers. And I just see people, the workers just having conversations on the side, you know, um, stocking shelves and stuff like that, or just standing around at times or walking around. And the more and more I see that, like there's still people working, but after a while, uh as we go into the future, we're going to see more and more of these self-checkout machines, and ultimately these machines are going to be able to stock the shelves for themselves, take account of what's on the shelves, what's in inventory in the back, and monitoring what people are taking. You already see, I see a lot of products being held behind like glass shields and stuff like that. Somebody got to come over and unlock it to, release certain products. And it's not all products that I see that, but with certain products and stuff like that. But slowly but surely, um, years ago, I started to question, even in my career path, how replaceable I was. Even in, and Zahn says, currently, as far as work wise, I definitely can be replaced. That's why I'm trying to figure out what road I may go down as far as a career. Yes. Some people don't actually think about that because they're so used to the cycle of the schedule. They don't have time to think about looking forward, looking at their actual career over a period of time. And I've seen many of people work jobs, and whether they decide to quit, get fired, or retire, within a 2-week period, your spot is filled. Or some people actually pass away and be replaced 2 weeks later. Either someone gets a promotion to fill in that spot, or they just hire someone else to come in and do that work. Roll Doug says, hi, 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 peace. I'm a teacher. Kids nowadays are so bad and their parents are unbearable. AI is going to have to replace teachers in the near future because so many teachers are quitting. Wow, Song Jones. Um, that's unfortunate. And even with, shouts out to you as a teacher in your profession. Song Jones, if you don't mind me asking, what I don't want to ask you like your location. I want to ask you your location, like where do you teach at, like what city, states, and your demographic, if you don't mind sharing. But in my area, when you bring that up, as far as teaching and the teachers, in my area, in the mountain area, we're dealing with another snowstorm that's coming over. Well, not a snowstorm, but some snow that's coming on overnight. And my son this year, because of all the accumulation of snow that's been hitting our area this year in particular, he's had a lot of days out of school, a lot of delayed openings, but also virtual days where all he has to do is just sign on at home on his school given laptop, and they're teaching virtually. So it's very profound that you say that with the behaviors that teachers have to deal with, they shouldn't have to deal with behaviors. The behavior should be, it's sad to say, but it starts at home, right? Follow where I'm going. It starts at home. Teachers need to be put in an environment where they are there to teach, not uh, have to deal with personalities or too many personalities and behaviors, certain behaviors. Now, all kids aren't perfect, you know what I'm saying? But that comes with the job. I understand that certain behaviors, but when it's too much and you have a lot of kids that you need to attend to and actually do your job and teach, it makes it difficult. Placing them at home and teaching them virtually cuts all that out. And with teachers quitting because of that reason, I can understand that. Cisner says, "Is Trump bad or good?" Um, I don't know him personally. I don't know that man. to say if he's good or bad. I never met him. How can I judge a man if I don't know him? Uh, you the bad kid, Rice Farmer? Okay. Bank says only in America. I appreciate you too, Rice Farmer. Edit says hi, peace. Do you think the weather is being manipulated? Yes, Sam. Hi, peace to you. Yes, it is. It is manipulated and it's been being manipulated. Tennessee, yes, you did say that. Predominantly black and has Hispanic students. So yeah, especially in those areas, Song Jones, that's a fact. Uh, Inner city communities, I know, struggle with the behavior problems a lot. I'm currently thinking about restarting everything and joining the Air Force. By the time I'm 31, I'll be set as financially and have a better outcome for life. Yeah, man. Once again, I mean, I'm not. I get exactly what you're saying, man, and you have that time to start over. Everyone really does. You know, it's never too late to start over. It'd be also bad if I. I'm interested in making a purchase of some. Oh wow, okay. OG Hobbs, man, peace to you. I'm glad you're here tonight, man. And that's what's up, Son Jones. Sounds like you had a big transformation. Shouts out to you. Losing 80 pounds since March of 2025. So I thought you. Yeah, I seen I seen that there was a State of the Union tonight. Once again, I don't really pay attention too much to the politics and all that other whatever's going on. I'll hear it on the back end eventually, but I got other things going on instead of paying attention to that for right now. P word, addiction help. Richard Morales, peace to you. You got an addiction, it takes 21 days to break a habit. If you're having bad habits with the P, the first thing you need to do is block it off, shift your energy, stop watching it. Please go over to my channel, support the YouTube channel that I talk about semen retention and how to battle certain addictions. Really focus on yourself. If you need to put blockages on your devices from these websites, you need to do that and shift your focus off that. Go take a cold shower when you get the urge. Um, Understand that you are overstimulated and you're looking for some type of self gratification when you go there, whether you're going through a bad time in your life and you're looking for something to get instant gratification to make you feel good, is only temporary. But I got a bunch of tips and a bunch of audios where you could go listen to, man, to help yourself overcome that. Please go support the channel. What Central American country name in Black Water when translated into Spanish? I don't know. Let us know. Put us on to something that we might not know. Conservative thinker. Dr. Studios says favorite color blue. This blue right here. Hold on, I'm gonna switch the light real fast. Look at this. I don't like putting this light on because hold on. No, not that one. It's gonna go dark. This blue right here. This blue hue. You like that? When I'm by myself, this is the light I put on when I'm by myself. I chill in this blue light. But when I come on to the YouTube, you know what I mean, I put this on so I can see at least a little bit better. Whether being manipulated is intelligent combo. I spoke on that a couple lives ago. Like the channel. Shout out from Houston. Dante, man. Shouts out to H Town, man. My favorite football team is the Philadelphia Eagles. Richard Morales says, never mind, I'll keep at it then. Good luck, brother. I am extremely replaceable to everyone except myself. It's cool though, a blessing. Oh yeah, that's a fact. One thing you can't do is replace your own self. Once you have yourself and you have self value, self worth, something that you can replace for sure, for sure. But in context of this conversation, where I started off was with the outside world, and I was trying to challenge people to really, sit back and think about that. How are you valued to people on the outside, and then, like you're saying, turning that back inward and really increasing your self worth, increasing your value. That can make you irreplaceable in certain settings. Once you have that within you, and you carry yourself with that energy. That's what I was actually getting to, but you jumped ahead a little bit. And 49ers, I appreciate the donation, man. Thank you. And OG Kicks, man, you just hit, I don't know if it was just a message. Hold on. But Carmela's good people. I just seen that. What she say? Your size doesn't show your intelligence. Yeah, I don't think she. Hey, OG Kicks. I don't think she was being facetious or trolling. Carmela's good people. I used to, and I think she was speaking in reference to. I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I just unhit her. I used to struggle with the P as well. Just know you're not the only one. Man, Song Jones, that's profound. A lot of females, most most females don't admit that. And people, if you don't know what we're talking about, P, we're talking about corn addiction. Being replaceable is part of life, but knowing how to deal with it, that knowing how to move can help you in a major way, for sure. Yeah, now 49ers, I seen that. I appreciate that. Yes, blue is calming. That's why it's one of my favorite colors. And OG Hobbs says, I just got out of a 10-year relationship. I was valued financially. Yes. In relationships, you value certain ways. That's one of the ways as a man, guys. A lot of men in relationships are only value of what they can bring to the table financially. Bridget Stevens with some heart emojis. Shouts out, Bridget. Thanks. Coranisha Black says you like Trump. Someone just asked, is Trump good or bad? Damn, excuse me. And I personally don't know him to like him. It's a personality thing. I really don't know who he is because I've never met him. I never had a conversation with him. Right now, he's the president of the United States. He's been placed and elected in an election that I didn't vote for, so it's not my place to say whether I like someone or not if I never met him, never had a conversation with him. Um, and he's a controlled elitist, meaning that there is a hidden hand over him that's also calling the shots, and he's just here to deliver the message. He's the face of whatever's going on right now, so it's not my place to judge him if I don't know him. You're alive. You can get all that money and time for yourself back. Um, Time is something that you can't get back. Right now, we're all on a time clock, and the time for us eventually runs out. The money, that's one thing, that's material, but time is very precious. So we learn that lesson through the course of time and know not to deal or waste our time like that. Again, Counter History Channel says hi, peace. Boucher, verse. I'm doing great, man. How you? And how's everybody in the chat, man? Do me a favor, you guys enter the chat if you haven't liked the live stream. Please double tap your device, your phone. Three upper right hand corners, three buttons in the upper right hand corner. Drop down box, and you can hit the likes there. Like I said earlier in the live, you just coming in. I'm sleepy. I had a great gym session earlier, and then I had some errands to run, grocery store, stopping here, stopping there, picking up some stuff for the house, some cleaning products, and all this other stuff. Then my son had practice, and yeah, I did what I had to do in the gym today. So now I'm spent. Did you see my? Oh yeah, yeah, 49ers. I seen your donation, bro. Thank you once again. Appreciate it. And Cornisha says best president ever. Hey man, that's I'm not here to argue. Yes, he did. He said, "Thank you, Song Jones." I'm gonna catch up to the chat, guys. Don't worry about it. Just have some patience. Try not to get stuck in your head on being replaced. It was just time for you to move on. Your task been completed. Your expertise is required elsewhere. Oh yeah, I've moved. I wasn't really trying to talk about relationships in this one. I was trying to move on from and talk. I wanted to talk about AI and technology for real when I first talked about being replaced and stuff like that. I wanted to blend the two with relationships and then go on, but the other live chat that I spoke on this topic, it ended up just going somewhere else. So I wanted to talk about people in the workplace, AI technology taking over, also on the internet as an influencer, more people gravitating towards AI content. I know my value. I know my value and where my services are required. But yeah, I just wanted to bring notice to everybody that whatever you're doing in as far as work, career, and stuff like that, and once again, as a someone that's on the internet that creates content, we have to battle against the machine. Boucher says suffering is eternal. Buddha. And Mama Boo, yes, time is very precious. Oreo Shamrock Shake says, hey, peace. Will Kennedy, shouts out to North Carolina, man. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna email you about my situation when I get a chance. I appreciate that, OG Hobbs. Reach out, brother. Richard Stevens. So you're eight. AI, I'm not mad at it. Oh man. Carl says, "Where them big girls at with them income tax checks? Man, you selling yourself short just for the season, man? That's crazy." Journey of evolving. Crowd of boys. What does crowd of boys mean? Um, Crowd of Boys is a nonprofit organization. It is also the name of my YouTube channel where I talk about semen retention for the guys to help guys harness their sexual energy, their life force energy, and direct it into something better and positive. If you want to know more, please go over to the channel and support the audios that's over there. Um, I don't want to be what's the word I'm looking for right now? Once again, when I get sleepy, man, the brain starts slowly, slowly shutting down. I don't want to brush people off too much when it comes to the semen retention when I'm on live streams because there's so much more we can talk about on the live stream because I have a whole slew of audios that's already on the content, that's already on the platform, that's already on my channel where you can go and actually view the audios or hear the audios and support the channel that way instead of coming on the live stream and me talking about it. I've already talked about it. You feel what I'm saying? Like to me is starting not to make sense to I'm willing to talk about it, but it don't make sense for real. So the one guy who asked me, battling, P addiction, any help, I got the audios there to help guys. Please go support the channel, get the views up on that side instead of coming here and me having to regurgitate the same information that's already on the channel. Go subscribe and go check out the channel. You'll get more going over to the content and listening to those audios than coming on here on the live stream and getting me to give you, if it's quick advice or anything like that, I'm down for it. But this live stream isn't a therapy session. You feel me? Like, you want to go get the therapy, go over to support the content, please. My value is being a PIMP, government says. You a pimp? Journey is an organization designed to help inner city families. It does all that. French Wimby fan says, "Hi, how you been doing? I've been doing great. Sleepy a little bit, but I had to come on this live stream. Drop the sub, great work, brother. I appreciate that, Journey. Thank you. And once again, this is no disrespect. This is no, once again, I don't want it to come off like I'm brushing people off on the semen retention content, but on these live streams, I like to talk more about more topics because all the content that's on my platform is semen retention. So to come on live stream and continue to talk about semen retention is going to be redundant. Then I'm not going to have no content to talk about or post. We need AI at my job. These motherfuckers. Sorry. I think people are actually more lazy these days. OG Hobbs, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Um, I was also saying the same thing about going into the supermarkets, going into like Walmart, Lowe's and stuff like that. The employees are just standing around. I be catching people on their phone. They be in their own little world conversating. They be in the aisles, stocking the shelves, but really taking their time, stocking the shelves. And then when you go to the checkouts, is more self checkout lines open than actual cashiers. I'm starting to notice that more and more, and they encourage you more to go to the self checkout. For real. More. Like the other day I went into Walmart and they had the whole side of the Walmart. Well, I went late too, but it was close to closing, but they had one side all closed off, and the other side was open, but it was self checkout, and then it was only two aisles open, two cashiers open. So yeah, people are getting more lazy. But I think it's designed to be that way, OG. Now, I don't know your profession or where you work at, but I think it's being designed that way to make the workers less lazy because the machines are starting to come in now and do more work for the actual workers. Um, so now it's like starting to wean the people out, you know? Am I my boo? You feel me, right? I don't say no to P because dating has set me back in my own endeavors. What do you mean? I am. I don't know how to say your name. That's a long profile name, but I'm gonna say he says I don't say no to P because dating has set me back in my own endeavors. Um you're talking about pornography. If you don't say no to pornography and you keep watching digitalized sex, and this is another thing too. You're watching someone else have sex. So this is very damaging to your mind, the images, the graphics, how graphic it can be. And I don't want to trigger anybody. I don't even want to trigger myself. But seeing all that, but then also the psyche of it of actually watching someone else take part in that and actually, you self pleasuring yourself isn't the way to combat that setback. It's actually setting you back more. And I don't mean to laugh, but it's not good. OG Kick says, how the book coming along? Chapter 5. Chapter 5 down, man. Tomorrow I'm gonna put in more work. Almost there though. Gotta use it for good. It's all like THC. OG, I was just about to ask that. Yeah, chapter 5 down. Still got some more writing to do. I should be on TV commercials. I appreciate that, man. Um, why they even go to work if they not going to do their job? They get easy money. Yeah, I mean, you still have to have actual people around, I guess, for the most part. They haven't figured out a way where uh the machines can do everything, you know? There's just people just in their own world. I mean, it's easy money, but I work at a paper mill. The people come to collect the check. Yeah. Yeah, easy money. They get overpaid. That's just my opinion. Yeah, for doing minimum to no nothing. Bronze, golden, peace. Peace, love. How's everything? And I'm good. I'm doing good. I haven't seen you in a while, Bronze Golden. It's good to see you in here tonight. Everything's straight. I was just sharing with the people I'm a little sleepy. Had a crazy workout. My workouts has been more intense. I've really been doing a lot. Doing a lot. Increasing energy, increasing strength. I'm taking myself to certain limits. I'm going in deep waters in certain workouts. And I'm paying the price at the end of the night. It's hard work. If hard work was easy, everyone would be doing it. That's a fact. What does Amanda hug and kiss sound like? Sounds like exactly what I just said. Work has been extremely busy. Tonight is pretty chill though, thank God, because I was going through. Yeah, I hear you, Bronze Golden. Yeah. I figure you work in a hospital, I know it could be a influx of stuff going on in there, people getting sick, and a lot of things going on in the hospital. But shouts out to you, Bronze Golden. And once again, I'm glad to see you in here tonight. We as a whole might actually need to do more complex things on this earth than bagging groceries. We should treat robots. Um, I mean, you got a point, right? And I'm gonna just shorten your name up, Pax Fu. Pax Fu. You got a point. Yes, but then there's also the cost of living, Pax Fu. I understand that human beings are more than just baggers, right? Um, but with taking away those jobs that are important, it might not be as important when you think of aspect of working at a grocery store or Walmart or whatever the case may be. But with the cost of living, every dollar counts and every job counts because that's actually a person that needs to be there. If you replace that person with a machine, that's someone that is out of work, someone that might not have as much skill to do something else, and at the end of the day, someone that still needs to feed their families. This That was once a job that years ago you would never see a self-checkout line. Self-checkout lines never existed at one point. So, it's just think about that for a second. There was always a cashier that you had to go through. Like the vision says, yo, bro, I need that workout plan to grow my boy downstairs. I don't know about no workout plan that's gonna grow your joint down there, but there's a workout you can do to strengthen your lower body, um, to work out your pelvic floor, so you could be stronger down there. Maybe not grow, but you could actually get stronger down there. I'm looking for someone, and I can see. Good try. It's Jacob. Oh, check out Missy. Says hi. Peace. Um, we was talking about AI and replacing jobs. AI replacing jobs, or jobs being replaceable. Careers. Just having people thinking about their career going forward. Just from my observation from being out and seeing more and more self checkout lines out there, grocery stores and stuff like that, and then just workers walking around like seeming like they have nothing to do for real because they aren't at the counters or they're in the middle of the aisles, um, putting stuff on shelves, but they're taking their time though. I've seen it at Walmart a week ago, and then I seen it today at a ShopRite when I was at the grocery store, and it was just someone there just you know working their time basically, taking that one task and making sure that it's going to last them throughout the day. Jace Cray says hello, peace. 612 says greetings, peace to everybody rolling in the chat right now. Self checkout lane used to be 5 figure discount line. Yeah, hell yeah. But now those cameras are on you. They on you. You go through that self checkout line, and now even if you try to finesse something, like not scan something, and just or put that joint will not ring up what you rung up, or get you out of that checkout line. Someone will come over and check it back for real, and they watching you on camera too. But now they're more sophisticated with that self checkout line. That's why it's more. Before it only used to be like one or two, a couple. Then they figured out, all right, now they getting over on the machine. So now that there's more, yeah, they got their eyes on that. Armando Perez, peace to you, man. My Tuesday has been very busy. You see, I could. It's gonna be a struggle getting over this live, man. Sleepy, man. I've been busy all day, and I wasn't. I wanted to come on live, but I didn't realize how busy I was going to be. And my next couple days are going to be busy as well. So there's a very short chance I'll be on tomorrow because I have an important meeting on Thursday morning. So there's a good chance I won't be on tomorrow. So I didn't want to miss you guys too many days. So I figured I'd come on tonight. Nick obviously voted for Trampedo. What kind of last name is Hornberger? Went in Walmart the other day, and it's in fact more self checkouts. Most lanes are closed or empty. Yeah, man. And Bridget Stevens, what's all those hard eyes for? Um, yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. From my observations, is it's been more and more. Once again, when I went most recently, it was late night. Um, like they were a half an hour from closing, maybe even 15 minutes. I got there where it was a half an hour to closing. I remember the announcer came on saying, You better get your ass to checkout line because we closing." But just seeing how today, um, not busy, you know, this is I don't know, it's a little weird. Do you feel like AI will be beneficial in the long run, or do you feel like it will affect us down the line? That's a great question, OG Hobbs. And in some sectors, I feel like it will be a benefit, but I do feel like some type of effect will take place where it won't help too much down the line. It all depends. We got to see how it pans out. But in some aspects, it's definitely necessary. Hopefully, AI can alleviate jobs that damage human. Yeah, I agree. So that's what I'm saying. It can alleviate some jobs, but where people are needed for real, human interaction is very important. In some places, not so much. But once again, is you we're going to be close to seeing it. I feel like very soon in our lifetime. I think we'll see how it's going to shape up. Is it cold where you are? Yes, it is. We got snow coming in the next 2 hours in my area. And Divine F Empress, shouts out to you. Thanks, sis, for being in here. Divine F Empress says Hornberger is a Jewish name. Yes, it is. And they say Trump is Jewish as well. And yes, they are getting rid of workers. And it's like a slow process where they're getting rid of workers. Like I said, what I'm starting to notice is like the workers are just like moseying around, nothing to do, having a conversations on their phones. So it's like they're letting them get away with what they're doing now, but then over a while, you're gonna get that notice of low performance, you know, and stuff like that, where they are able to get rid of you in that fashion. Man, I love self checkout. Yes, self checkout is there's nothing wrong with self checkout. Every place is, and they are silly enough to encourage their future unemployment. Yeah. And in turn, redefine the idea of a job and process of middle and lower class survival. Man. Oh man. Yeah, I seen someone address Trump as the first Jewish president, and he did not correct them. I seen like a little clip. I forgot who it was exactly. It was a little. It was about a week ago where I seen the clip. I forgot what world leader he was talking to, but yeah, his background is all over the place, and people always seem to come on various live streams and just want to have that political talk about current state of the world. And even today, someone asked about the State of the Union address. I didn't watch that, so I wouldn't know. But people will ask you, "How do you feel about Trump?" And people don't actually. I like to listen to people and how they, voice or ask certain questions. I don't feel any type of way about a person I don't actually know. And that's the issue. People have their feelings in it, their emotions. Your feelings are your emotions. How I feel about that man, I can't be emotionally attached to someone that I don't know. Whatever decisions he's making is not his sole decision. It's coming from various higher up people that's above him. He's just carrying out the mission. So ultimately, I can't feel a way about that man if he has a duty. Me me being emotionally invested into someone that doesn't know me, doesn't give a F about me. Um, I can't do that. But a lot of people feel some type of way about him, which is fine. I'm not telling anyone how to move, but me personally, when people ask me that, I always say the same thing. I don't know him personally. I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote at all, actually. So I don't want to get it misconstrued like I voted for someone else or whatever. I didn't vote at all. So yeah, I'm not my stock is not into stuff like that because of my own reasons. Do you have someone asked if I have a dump truck? That's funny. I feel like they are going to get rid or walk in stores eventually, and you will have to order everything online. Yep. That's why Walmart is getting rid of registers. That's why malls are empty now. The malls, yes, OG House. I'm glad you brought that up, bro. The malls are dead. Man, I mean, I'm 38, right? When I was a teenager, even in my 20s, so we're talking 2000s to 2005 to 2009 to 2010, the malls was the spot. It's the hangout. Um, Now, I'm not promoting any violence or anything like that, or glorifying any violence, I should say. But in my area where I grew up, the malls was so much of a place of a hangout and stuff like that. People were getting stabbed. You know what I mean? People would meet up at the malls, and fights would happen. Um, so it's like just an environment of all this internet shit, people talking shit and all that. There was a place for, meetups and stuff like that. You meet up at the mall, you catch somebody in traffic, you gotta be about that life for real. So once again, I'm not trying to glorify any type of violence or anything like that. But what I'm trying to get to is that the social gatherings and being out really socially and just engaging with people. The malls used to be that spot. Now it's dead because OG Hobbs, man, you hit that right on the head with online shopping, getting everything delivered. Bridget Stevens says, "I got money." Who questioned you on Bridget Stevens? I think Divine F Empress just asked if you had liked the live stream. I said I'll get my moderators every now and then, always ask the folks to like the live stream. It's Eric. Peace. People attached to dump or chaos mongers, they like to get a reaction out of others. Yes, I agree. Oh, 100%. Most of them are getting kicked. Are their policies? No, I didn't like Harris. I didn't like Bridget Stevens says, "You want my TED talk?" My TED talk is right now. Is every time I go live, I get a time to go on my little rants. My boo says I haven't been in the mall in a long time. Yeah, I haven't been in a while either. Bridget Stevens says, "What is your favorite food?" I come from an African culture, or African background. So one of my favorite foods is a dish called cassava leaves with fufu. Um, on the American side, or on this side, as far as like American food, I like Italian food. It's like pasta. One of my favorites is lasagna. I love lasagna. That's one of my favorite things to eat. I also like fish, seafood. That's like my top three right there. African cuisine, Italian, and seafood. Online shopping is cheaper. I spent $40 for something I got online for 10. I mean, it better be now. You know what I'm saying? Devon? More like a automaton. That's funny. Because even now, like even when I want something quick, right? Like the other day, I went to go get I was searching for creatine, and I didn't want to order it online. I wanted to get it ASAP, but I looked online to see what was out there, and I mean it was the same price. I actually caught it cheaper when I went to the store, but only convenience wise. Like if I want something quick, I'll go in store to go get it. But yeah, for the most part, online shopping is cheaper because you're able to catch certain deals. Um, they always got something going on online where it's 15% off, 20% off, or something like that. So I don't mind that part. But certain items I remember popping up, and you would have to get it online anyway. Like so, for instance, like Walmart. Certain if there's a certain supplement, they might have one supplement in store, and but if it's a like a max supplement, that's something you would have to order online. and get it shipped to you because they don't carry that in store. So that's something I started to notice as well. These stores to carry certain products, but you'll still have to order online. But it'll still be cheaper. I don't mind that. But Bridget Stevens says you got a girlfriend. No, I am single. You're making me hungry, and I want to cook. Yeah, I ate before I came on. That's another reason why I'm tired. I had a crazy post workout meal. Um, Bridget, he got a email shorty. This ain't the love connection. Nah, I don't even got that. OG Hobbs. I don't got no email shorty. I get people that reach out. I get various people that reach out. Um, and the only reason why I brought that up, and it's not even on no stuff like I get people that reach out like to highlight me to try to set up anything like that. I don't want to have it be a misconception or anything. It's just that being on the internet, you get people who, do reach out. When I started this out, obviously I do semen retention content. It was geared towards the gentleman. So I got a lot of guys that used to reach out. I do consultations as well. And so, I get people from all over, not all over the world. I got small content creator, but I get guys that would reach out. One guy I talked to, he's from Australia. Um, Another guy, he emailed me from Congo. Another guy emailed me from Germany. But as I started to do these lives more, I engaged with females more. So I would get females who would reach out as well. Now, once again, very respectful. I don't take that as anything because my mind isn't there and I'm single, so I'm not entertaining anything too serious um on the online or whatever. So I don't want to have a misconception like I got a bunch of people um hit me up trying to set up whatever. I'm not on that type of timing. And so you won't catch anybody coming on here as well saying that they hit me up and I met up with them or did anything funny or I tried anything funny in the emails either. That's another thing. Very respectful. When people reach out, they reach out. I'm chilling right now, man. I'm chilling. But no, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm single. And it makes me absolutely no sense to go to the store when yeah. Yeah, I see. My boo, she got more questions. It's all good. Yeah, I haven't been to that used to be my spot, Divine Empress Fridays. And Bridget, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm weighing out my options, but I'm cooling, man. I'm not focused on that right now. Anyway, yeah, Fridays used to be my spot. I haven't drank hard alcohol in a while. And I wanted to make sure I put that out there as far as hard alcohol. Like I recently had some wine and stuff like that. But Fridays and they LITs, they Long Island iced teas when I used to go, hit, especially happy hour. Man. Hey bro, not to get off subject, but you kind of look like yeah, I get that OG house, bro. Especially I got this red Scully too, bro, that every now and then I put on. And yeah, it hits different when I put on the red Scully, bro. He's my top 3 favorite R&B artists too, which is crazy. For real, this app is not no love connection. People who reach out to clarify or to communicate, but shouldn't one shot by email as well. Yeah, especially not via email. Sings computer love. I'm single and happy. People are crazy on it. Yeah, no, that's yeah, no, I hear you guys. Got to be very careful. Yeah, mudslide is good too. Crystal, peace to you. And you never know. This is the thing. You never know how you're gonna meet people or come across people, or whatever the case may be. Um, but those were never my expectations to be on the internet for that reason, you know. But I get people who want to inquire. They ask, certain questions. Um, they ask once again, am I single? Am I dating? When will I entertain dating? Right? Because of my journey, because of being on senior retention and living a certain lifestyle. So I get that part. Um, and yeah, once again, I'm not my expectancy to be on here and finding that type of connection. I would be you know, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but once again, you never know how you'll meet someone or meet a person and things of that nature. One of the things I am against is dating apps, for real, like actual dating apps, because I feel like you can put up your own stats on however you can make yourself up to be to the world. And then until you get in front of the actual person and learn them, you can find out that all that shit that they were saying about their personality and their bio and all that was bullshit. I was thinking, chill, homegirl. Hold on. And we kind of all over the place, Crystal. The couple dating, sitting at the table, signing, they move tables. And, oh wow, yeah, that's crazy. Bridget, once again, I appreciate the compliments. I can't drink alcohol like I used to. Yeah, me either, OG Hobbs. It's and you know what's crazy? Especially now, like I'm very sensitive to alcohol. Alcohol makes some people violent. It just gives me yeah, yeah, OG Hobbs. I'm very sensitive to alcohol right now. And not even that I get like a crazy urge or anything like that, like you said. Just my sensitivity level. Like I know if I drink like something like a hard liquor now, I'll get drunk fast. That's what I mean by like my sensitivity level. But then also you have to watch out, like you're saying, like certain triggers. Living a certain lifestyle, being on semen retention. It does lower your aura field, it lowers your vulnerability, and yeah, you're susceptible to a relapse or hitting that female up that you shouldn't be hitting up. I'm not really trying to date. I want to feel clean. Yeah, see, you met a stalker on the dating app. Yeah, the dating app is weird. Dating apps are weird. I don't drink or smoke or go party. You can say I'm a boring person. Mama boo, there's nothing wrong with that. You need see the thing is that you need someone to be around that genuinely brings that uh energy and vibration around that gives you uh unless you once again, I'm not saying that you need to find that outside of yourself, but you can be a boring person, but as long as you're having a good time with yourself and your sobriety and what you do and how you find yourself to have fun, that's cool. But if you have someone around you also that you can be around that naturally brings that natural high towards you, people could find you very interesting for real. You don't have to be a boring person. You just know what makes you happy. Trump or Obama, neither. I feel yeah. LG Kick, see, says stay that way. Yep. Low key, a lot of men like boring chicks. Bridget wants to jump on my Wi-Fi. Oh man, y'all funny, yo. Bridget's just chilling. She's just never mind. Um yeah, Trump or Obama is a crazy question. BDH, man. I'm doing great today. Impacts Food says doesn't make sense. Yeah, this is that's a little crazy. Yeah. I'm like, but when it comes down to dating, most guys turn me off quickly, either asking me to be serious too or trying to get me the better seal the deal. Like chill. Yeah, drinking for me, like I'm the thing is when I drink, I'm the same way. Like you won't see me switch up too much. Like, I get more talkative. I'll just get more talkative. Um, and the same thing when I used to smoke, I just get more talkative. But when I smoke though, that's when it just starts going off. The mind really opens up after I smoke. But when I drink, I get the same way, Divine Empress. I get in that mood to just move around. If it's music playing, I get to moving too, dancing around and stuff like that. Um, but if I'm with the right person and we drinking, then yeah, it's gonna be a wild night. Yeah, see, people love my weirdness. Yeah, that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you you. Bridget Stevens. That's sweet, Bridget. I appreciate it. Uh, boo. OG Kick says, does April 24th ring a bell? April 24th. Um, yeah, bro. Damn, that's crazy that you say that. I know someone with that birthday. Is it the 24th or the 26th? I think I know somebody with that birthday for sure. Bridget is trying to. Yeah, I see. It's all good. Bridget, I don't know you to like you like that. I don't even know what you look like. You know what I look like, but you cool. It's all good. I like everybody in the chat that comes in here respectful. You know, just because you're giving me a bunch of compliments doesn't mean nah, not creeped out. Um, not creeped out. It's just I was trying to think. I was trying to think of who because I got this is the thing. I got everyone, not everyone, but I know a lot of people with April birthdays. My father, I got two older brothers. Both of their birthdays is in April. My nephew's birthday is in April. Um, my ex-wife's father's birthday is in April. So I was trying to think of whose birthday was in those that 24th, 22nd. Well, my best home, my one of my best friends, his birthday is in April. So I wasn't creeped out. I was just like trying to go through the Rolodex of what friends that I had that had that birthday. Just a reminder, the Michael movie comes out, and it comes out on the 24th, April 24th. I just know it comes out. I'm not too sure of the date when it comes it comes out. July 18th is my birthday. April 24th. Okay. Yeah, I might have to check that out, man. Mike was that guy. Mike to me is in a different stratosphere when it comes to like ranking artists. Like he's in his own lane. I never compare him or put him on no list with anyone. He's in his own away from everybody. Pop, R&B, whatever. I don't put him against nobody. I've seen people try to debate him and R. Kelly and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, I don't can't do that. Yeah, man. Bridget was yeah, Bridget can sub. OG Hobbs, get out of here, bro. Your birthday July 18th, bro, for real? Twin for real. Hey man, that's crazy. I'll be 39, bro. So you was born 86. I was born 87. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy as hell. Yeah, I was born 87, bro. July 18th, 1987. That's wild. Yeah, some cancers, man. Um that's crazy. Uh that trip see now that tripped me up a little bit right there. Yeah, y'all might skip yeah, 80s baby, yeah. Yeah, Bridget was in here trying it, but once again, I'm chilling. It's cool to have admirers. It's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, man. Jeffrey Fisher says New York City. Shouts out to NYC, man. Mama Boo, you was born 87 too? That's what's up. Oh, we'll be 39 this year. We'll be hitting that 40 mark next year. Yeah, shouts to NYC. What borough, Jeffrey Fisher? Being from Jersey, Bridget was a 57-year-old girl. Yeah, I know. every once in a while you'll either get, the trolls or the agents acting like, a real troll or agent, or you'll get the troll or the agent that comes in posing as a female, acting like they all like they love you. Said do it big. Uh, I don't know. I appreciate that, Mama Boo. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I know how it goes sometimes, but it's that part too. Like I know sometimes it be dudes playing around. Like maybe someone that I might have pissed off before or kicked out, or now the moderators might have came out, so now they trying a different tactic. So, you know. But it's cool. I appreciate the love either way. Appreciate the love from everybody. Um I was saying about NYC, being from Jersey, like going to New York, it was always either a train ride away, 20 minutes, or just living in the area where there was a bridge literally 10 minutes away where we could take and just be over the bridge and be within the midst of the city. It was so easy to get over there. That nightlife over there. See, for us being on the East Coast, I don't know where most of you guys are from, but being Jersey right next door and then going over there, um, it's kind of overrated. Like Times Square and stuff like that. But that's coming from, being in Jersey and being used to it. And I'm pretty sure people in New York as well will say the same thing because they're from there. It's more like a tourist spot where people come from other places. They like to go to New York City, be in the heart of the city, Times Square. But there's there are certain places though in New York for sure, that's popping. It be live. So I always like to go over the bridge every now and then, have some fun over there in New York. Shouts out to New York, man. Yeah, true. You never know. Yeah, and once again, I enjoy my singlehood, because even getting into the midst of talking to someone, right, or entertaining or dating someone, I should say, right. There's something about me with not dating more than one person. Like once when I begin dating, like once when I make that decision to date for real, it's not going to be all right. I'm gonna go on this date with this person and entertain that person, whatever the case may be. It's going to be one person because I'm not into all that. And even if I am talking to maybe another female, I'm going to be very transparent with that person. But like I'm at the point where I'm taking my energy very serious. So my time and attention isn't going to be on too many people at one time. So if I'm dating, in my mind, it'll just be, a person. How long have I been single? We'll be in 2026 now. Since 24 years, 2022. But yeah, yeah. Once when I make that decision to really be out there, your interests, who I might be interested in, um, and once again exploring options if I plan to take it there, will be on me. But once when I start taking certain relationships serious, it isn't this, and that's just me. Like I'm not into that no more of having multiple females around as options. It's just I'll explore my options in the beginning, who I'm most interested in, who I'm most attracted in, who I really see myself um, being with, and then I'll take it from there. It's pretty long, yeah. Right, access is precious, yeah. And not everybody is should be allowed that access. Firmly believe that. Men and women, not everybody should be allowed that type of access to you. Yeah, 4 years. 4 years and counting. But once again, I'm just taking the time for me, taking the time for myself, and I'm not in no rush. I realize it's coming up on 5 years since my ex-husband and 4 years since I was for real in love. Man, I'm at the same point that you are in life. I'm not trying to juggle multiple women. I don't even want to conversate like that anymore. Yes, patience is a virtue for sure, for sure. Yeah, man. And visible letter says they. Okay. Um, yeah, my 20s being younger, juggling multiple women, that was still work. That's why I'm at the point now. I'm like, nah, that's too much. It's too much doing that. But once again, even with conversation, because with certain conversation with certain women, not all women, with certain women, these conversations can fall flat. And it almost seems like it could be the same conversation over and over. It's like, what are we really talking about at this point? So yeah, I get you, OG Hobbs, man. It's like I don't even want to really talk to you for real if you're not, if we not really saying anything, you know? It comes down to just once again the physical attraction. That's why I like to see what's up here first. What's going on in a woman's mind, really having a real conversation. Because that other small talk and that other conversation is gonna it's not that's not going to last for so long. Right, my energy is precious. I could talk to a guy for a minute, but then the weirdo comes out and it's like, wow, yeah. OG Hobbs says, at this point, I don't want to harbor anyone else's feelings or be responsible for any happiness but me and my kids. Yeah, same here, bro. Um, I listen to most men talk. And Demetrius says another day. Peace to you, Demetrius. Two Tap Fishing says, can you play Sway by Michael Lovell? Nah, I don't play any music on my live streams, man. I don't want to risk any copyright. Yeah, yeah, Mama Boo is and I always like to hear people out and what they gotta talk about. But when it's this the same conversation and too much small talk, like I don't mind small talk. Sometimes that small talk can break the ice, right? But when it's too much small talk, it's like, all right, nah, we ain't really hitting on nothing. Men will try to brag about being hood, brag about having money, talk about how I should do what. Yeah, and I appreciate the sub, Demetrius. Thank you, thank you for your support, man. Um, OG Haas, man. One of my things was because you brought up harboring anyone else's feelings and or being responsible for someone's happiness. I wanted to go back to that because early on after my divorce, I was talking to this female and I had to tell her that I didn't feel right or I didn't want to mislead her into any type of relationship or thinking that it was going to be something more because I would have to relocate. I went back to Jersey for a little minute, but then came back to Pennsylvania. I told her I would have to relocate, so I wasn't trying to lead her on into anything further that was going on. So I didn't want the exchange of having sex with her because that's what was happening at that time. Um, I didn't want the exchange of having sex with her to turn into something where she would be looking at me for basically like an emotional being there for like an emotional counterpart, if you will. You know, a lot of women, some women, right? If they have sex with you before being, putting a title of a relationship or being in some type of relationship, they'll still look at you as that partner to come to be there for their emotional cleansing, basically treating you as their boyfriend. And I wanted to make it clear, like, all right, I don't want anything to get mixed up here. So once again, I'm about to be on a semen retention journey. I can't afford to, be doing this, and then it's going to be a long distance relationship, and then it's going to be this constant thing. So I let her know straight off the rip, like, we need to cut this off now, so that way it doesn't further into anything where I'm misleading you and you're thinking because you giving me access to your body that this is anything further than what it is. So let's cut it off right here and not do this. We still be friends, but we can't have this attachment because I know what we all know what comes with it. And yeah, it's just you have to have a certain you just have to be honest with these women. How you feeling, what you going through, and if they believe you or not, they believe you or not. I was accused of having other women. That's why she thought I went that route. That when I relocated, that I was going to be entertaining other women. I was going to be doing this, X, Y, and Z. I said, all right. And Mama Boo says, so you like long conversations? It all depends. It really all depends on the topic. But I like long talks. Yeah, I like long conversations. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sore and everything from this workout. It's kind of crazy. I had to do with all them sunrise coming teeth. Driving a total car, no degree. Man, told you you wasn't the kind of married. Yeah, yeah. Some guys be very delusional. I feel like a lot of women are looking for good men, then get a good man, and don't know how to treat them. OG Hobbs, man. It's a sad truth, man. That's why I looked down and shook my head, and yeah, I don't like long distance relationships. I can't do it. I need you right here. Yeah, long distance relationships is I'm able to do it. I'm capable of doing it, but I would rather not. I'm slow on intimacy. I know myself. I can't be intimate with you without developing feelings. So none of that matters with two grown people. If we're locked in, that's different. But yeah, yeah. OG Hobbs, man. Some women, I don't want to put this on all women, but a lot of women like the bad guys for real. It's like a subconscious thing. They'll say one thing that they want a good man and stuff like that, but they good guys finish last. The good guys get taken advantage of. Some guys are too nice. Once when I hear that, oh, you're a nice guy, I'm like, oh shit. I know what that means. That means you're about to play around with me and think. Once when a female tells you, oh, you're a nice guy, oh shit, it's not a good it's not gonna turn out well for you. Gentlemen, whoever's in here right now, you a guy if you listening. If you're messing with a female and the words out her mouth ever comes words come out her mouth that you're a nice guy. I think you're a nice guy. Get ready for the games because it's coming. Where's that switch at? Because they're looking for the switch. The game is about to be played with you. Completely delusional. You someone run the light and that's funny. Um, see, there's a mm, uh, Kim Jong says look like Usher. Damn, I haven't got that. I haven't got that. Yeah, Usher is crazy. I haven't got Usher since high school. That's funny. Um, yeah, I know what Huz means, bro. Not at all, Divine. This is the thing, Divine. Not. I don't want to be cursed out, but I do need my woman to have a little bit of toughness with her. Not anything toxic, and I don't want her to be tough with me, right? Per se, in a certain sense. Hear me out. it's not something where I want you to right. It's not something that I want you to show like you are like you saying, like cursing me out or whatever case may be. But I need to see that you aren't. It kind of goes in the same sense, right? With dudes too. I don't want to see you be all friendly because you're an attractive woman, and regardless of you being in a relationship, men will still approach you, still want to talk to you. And if you still all smiley, smiley in their face because you don't know how to get rid of them or tell them, no, I got a man, and they still up in your face, I need to know that you have something about you that you're able to get them away from you without playing that friendly role, um, or play that game. I just gave him my number so that way he'll leave me alone, shit, and all that. Because I've seen that happen. You got to have a little bit of toughness to you. So some guys do that with in that essence to kind of see how what it'll take to push a woman to that limit. But I don't want you to take that out on me. That's just some toxic shit where men, I don't know. That's weird. But once again, I'm just a different type of dude. I'll let you know for real, like, yo, if someone comes to talk to you and I'm not around and you can't direct them to me, if you're having an issue with getting rid of them, then I need to know that have a little bit of toughness with you, that they don't come play with you because being a good woman or being too nice, being all smiley, smiley with everybody, you know, is a little bit too much. So you, I'm not disrespecting women. I don't like to call my ladies out there, my real women out there, bitches. But you need to know how to have at least a bitch face. You know, some good women are so good that that smile, even when they're nervous, they smile. So they don't know. It is what it is. I think I get what I'm saying. Um, Tamanika says, "Truth or dare? Truth." That's a no-no right there. Um, Personable is obvious. Most men can't have me. It's not your question. I don't play friendly. When I was married, I'll tell a guy, and if he insisted, I'd give him my ex-husband's number. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Divine F Empress. Like some women know how to play it. It comes down to a personality thing. But some guys, what you said before though, some guys do test their good woman as well because they know they too nice. They know that they're a nice woman, so they want to see them. They do it in a toxic way by pushing her buttons to have them take out that type of energy out on them, which is not the way. It's about a conversation for real. It's about talking to them and being like, yo, listen, babe, I know you, or I know enough about you. You too nice. Um, you might be scared, intimidated when certain dudes come approach you and you don't know how to handle it. This is how you handle it. This is what I need you to do, or this is what I would like for you to do. If I'm not around and this is happening, boom, this is what you can do. So, but some women know, like I said, some women can have that bitch face, know how to put it on, like don't bother me, don't leave me alone. Some dudes, crazies, the creeps will still find a way, even through that. But some women, some good women out there are just so genuinely so nice, very pleasing that they don't know how to deal with that type of confrontation. So they will need a man to really bring that out of them. So it can be toxic though. I completely agree with you, Devon. And Charles, peace, man. And Sewell, peace to you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get at you later. Gotta do some work. I probably. Yes. Hey, OG Haas, man. Have a great night at work, brother. And I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Shoot me that email, bro. But yeah, Devon. Yeah, it all comes down to a woman's personality, and then also, our culture, our culture is very different from other cultures. Everyone has, you come from an African background and stuff like that. You you carry yourself a different way. So, um, there's an energy there's an energy about you where some people wouldn't even dare approach. It could be a look, it could be a certain way you give off yourself. So I don't do a B phase. I'm well put together, so that intimidates most guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is it's a certain energy that you can give off where it could really ward people off. They won't even come really mess with you. And peace once again, OG Haas, man. That's twin right there, man. OG Hobbs is twin now. Both got the same birthday. Uh, it's funny because this younger generation they be using that as lingo, calling each other twin. That's real twin right there. Men would ask my ex boyfriend if they could buy me things and he would. Yeah, that's funny. Tamanika asked me truth or dare, and then I said truth. I guess they left. It is what it is. But yeah, the thing is, this is what I wanted to say. Now, going back on the other side with my good guys out there. My good guys out there, bro. Women, even though guys do it too. They'll touch their woman, especially if they know them and how they are. My good guys out there. Women know how to manipulate, and please don't take this as a negative, but they know how to get to a man's emotions, and that's what makes it more detrimental when a woman who seeks out a nice guy because they know that nice guy, his emotions can be I'm not going to say manipulate, but can be played with because they nose wide open as a nice guy. So when a female tells, "Oh, you're a nice guy," translation, your nose is open, and she can sense it that your nose is open because you're being nice to her. You're catering to her. Oh, you're nice. So that means she got you in her pocket. So now she's going to do things to play with you emotionally a little bit, push your buttons, see if you're still going to be nice to her if she gets on your nerves. So she's gonna get on your nerves a little bit. Oh, do he truly like me? Let me see if I do this. If he's still gonna see dudes, some dudes don't play that deep. We'll test you to a certain point, but we don't play that game of all that. At the end of the day, most dudes is just they'll play the game enough because they still you know they still want to have sex, so they're not trying to do too much to turn you off. But women, different story. So just be careful out there, guys. I'm not telling guys to go out there and be bad guys. Be who you are. Be genuinely who you are. And then just let it play out. But once again, value yourself, gentlemen. Value your energy. But if you hear that from a woman, remember your boy and what he told you. Be careful. Um, Check out Missy says, I'm 5'4" and a welterweight on my best day. Man, that's short. Risk it all or it will never be worth it. Love it. Oh, okay, my bad. Love it. Let me hold on. It's definitely a negative. Yeah. Are you saying manipulation is a negative? You can manipulate energy. You can manipulate negative energy. That's something into a positive. But I choose my words more wisely next time. I think you guys got it though. Love is a risk. Risk it all, or it will never be worth it. Mm, I guess so. That's why I date differently. You have married African parents. You've seen different kind of love. Mm. And Ayo, check out Missy says, test me? Nah, fam. Hey, listen, man, life is a test. It's all a test. This shit here is all a test. So if you don't think you're ever going to get tested, then you will be remiss and unaware. That's toxic American stuff. Why would I test you by getting on your nerves? You're not about to run. A scorned woman is more dangerous than a rival man. There's a male loneliness epidemic. Nope. I need to be more lonely. I'm tall and stack. um, yeah, this whole life is a test. You're going to be tested in relationships, whether it be the person testing you, because check this, right? Sometimes it's not done purposely. We're not always going to be in agreement, right? Just think about an aspect of you being with a partner. You guys aren't going to be 100% in agreement all the time. The test comes when adversity comes. So there might be some adversity in a relationship, whether that person does something that you don't like, a pet peeve that you didn't peep, or something comes up where they just make a bad decision. Whatever the case may be, anything could pop up. That can be the test right there. Now, how you respond, how you answer to the test now is different. It's a different type of test. Says your stats look like a phone number. Yeah, nah, that's crazy a little bit. Maybe because I married the first guy I dated seriously, so either you're cool or I'm going. But yeah, during a relationship, it's not always going to be smooth sailing. It's going to be trouble waters at times. And until you really go through those waters, you'll see really if you like that person. So that's what I'm saying. Some women pick up on that or just go through the test on their own because they know it's going to come. So some people, you call it what it is, if it's toxic or not. My boo, have a good night too, love. I appreciate you as always, and thank you for your support. It'll either come up and listen. It's a culture thing. I agree to it as well. But some people will rather go through the test now to see if you are truly built to withstand the test, to go through it with you, so that way, if another test comes, they know exactly what they're dealing with. So it can be a negative thing. It could be, act sometimes a positive thing. It just all depends on the person they're doing it for. I don't personally me, I don't do that. I don't like to play those games because with me, I understand once again how I'm breaking it down to you. I understand in a relationship, things will come up. We're not always going to agree with things. So I'm not going to test you first before something happens to see how you respond to it when it happens. There's a saying, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So let's get to the bridge first, if we can make it to the bridge, and then I'll see how you respond, right? Some people, before they even get the car started, they want to, you know, t- test you out real fast to see if you really a rider. So, some people just have these certain aspects, whatever case may be, but it's all good. With tests, the test is going to come regardless. That's how I see it. It's good on your touch your heart. Yeah. Right, that's where communication comes up. Unless the dude is messing up on purpose, then it's like continue to date. Self sabotage guy. Yeah. Do you feel you married your ex wife too soon? OG Kick says. Um, no. I feel like it was all in timing. On both sides, I feel like when we got married, it was for we had the right intentions, we had the right reasons at that time. Um, Possibly it may have been too soon for her. Um, but someone can tell you that they're ready at the time, and until they in it, they find out they're not really ready. So I can only speak for myself. Um, things shape up how they're supposed to be, bro. I really can't call it. Um, but I don't think it was too soon. I think everything happens for a reason. It's just how things played out. Uh, why I left my ex-husband, he kept on purpose. Gave us a house and was going to. Wow. Divine F Empress, that's crazy. Because you either love a numbskull or you don't actually love them. You just love yourself. Not everyone is smart enough. Self love. I agree with that, Soul. Not everyone is smart enough to self love. Like his neighbor was, when he allowed it. Mm. Soul says, I am the self destructive type. It blinds me from many styles of life and frees me for other options. Yeah. And Soul, peace, man. And and that's crazy, Divine. Like for pouring into someone like that, and even having the support of your family to pour into someone like that as well. And I don't want to say this as a negative and not take advantage of it. Um, And the reason why I'm saying not taking advantage of it is because that shows signs of not just taking advantage of the situation, but taking advantage of the love that's being poured into him. That's the bigger picture of it all. You wasn't doing all that for him, and your mother wasn't doing that all that for him. For any reason. I'm pretty sure there was genuine love on both sides. I don't think y'all would have been doing that if y'all didn't have that type of love for him. But he didn't have that type of love for himself, it seems like. And that's the sucky part about it. Oh yeah, that's amazing. And that's what I'm saying, like, it just sucks that you didn't take advantage of the opportunity. Whatever happened there, in the midst. It seems like and it's kind of like, what um OG Kicks that asked me, did we get married too soon? The intentions can be all there. The person can be within the right spirit at that time, and how everything is going on. It seems, everything is panning out right. But then all of a sudden, it's just like some shit happens with the person, and slowly but surely, like it just ends up, ends up going south. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. Man, Bridget Stevens, you still in here? That's funny. I don't even know if I want to show this comment. Oh man, that's that. I be forgetting the moderators can see the hidden messages too. Sublime says, "Speak some African." I don't speak no African. He grew. Um, yeah, Sublime. I don't speak African, and if I did, um, I had a conversation with a coworker before about the native tongue my father spoke was a Bassa language from his native tribe back home, and this is some information for the people. African tribes and the people would not speak their native tongue or language to other people or teach them because they weren't part of the tribe. It is almost disrespectful to the tribe, to other people, because it is their language. So to teach a foreigner or to talk to a foreigner, because it's actually supposed to be coded language amongst the tribe to be used. So that way anyone from the outside or any outside interference that may have possibly come, there's a way to communicate without letting the outside interference decipher the language and the code. So even if I did know the language, I want to speak it to you. No, and I'm not trying to be an asshole or, offend you, but according to the tribe and the tribe beliefs, you're not supposed to do that. So that's just some information. If you do come across someone that's nowadays is more common now because people want to be different and express themselves, but true tribal language isn't supposed to be spoken outside of the tribe for real. It's sacred language, which means is not for everybody. Just a little information for everyone in the chat right now. Some people can take that as disrespectful. because it's supposed to be a sacred thing amongst the people. And divine Empress, yeah, I could get that. And then also it could be a lot of pressure, more pressure than he can actually could probably handle. 'Cause a lot of people say, yeah, yeah, I could do that, but then can feel all that pressure. And pressure does two things: pressure creates diamonds or it busts pipes. Some people cannot handle that pressure and it'll bust a pipe and it'll just. How does question? Seth says, how does hurt of divorce differ from a breakup with a boyfriend or girlfriend? Um, a divorce, dealing with marriage, depending on how much you have really invested into the person, um, invested into a possible ceremony, invested into a future, for real, as wife and husband. It goes deeper than a breakup, than boyfriend and girlfriend. Once when you make the actual commitment of being wife and husband, there's a deeper, well, there should be a deeper spiritual connection based upon those titles. So it hurts a little. It hurts a little bit different. Um, with boyfriend and girlfriend, there's still an investment there. There's still certain things in place where um, there's soul ties and connections and stuff like that. But really making that marriage consummation, really for real, and tying the knot, as they say, goes on a deeper spiritual level. So it hurts a little bit differently than an ordinary breakup. It still hurts. A breakup still hurts. But to me, that's the difference. Divorce is more definite. It's done. Yeah. At least it was for me. Breakup hurt more than divorce. Breakup is the death of a dream. Divorce is then of a book. I mean, African parents put us under pressure to succeed. Day one, I've always say I'm a diamond. Never to be confused with glass. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Devon. I understand that they put that pressure on you, um, from the jump. But once again, it's either you got it in you or you don't. For real, for real. I've seen people from African backgrounds fold as well. But once again, I can't even say it's about your upbringing because even sometimes your upbringing can tough you up too because you're going under a certain pressure where I've seen kids not have parents or not have one parent or have it's either is in you, either you got it or you don't. You know, that's how I look at it. Seth, you have a great night too, man. Aaron says, "Do you believe in Jews?" Oh boy, African parents used to shame, which hurts more. Yeah, nah, you're right, Divine F. Peppers. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the upbringing um from certain cultures would definitely put you on a certain light, which toughens you up for real, for real. But I've seen other people come from other dynamics and be under that same type of pressure, just in a different aspect, and come out fine as a diamond. But once again, I personally feel like sometimes it just comes down to either you got it in you, or you got it instilled in you, or you don't. you know. But some people can just not know how to deal with pressure like that and just fold. Some people fold under pressure. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's actually coming to the admitting and saying the truth about it instead of trying to hide it. Now, Aaron's, you say, do I believe in Jews? I talked about this the other night between the thing is, bro, I got to be honest with you. I look at certain words, and believing in Jews means I would have to come to accept the aspect of Jews. Which Jews? First of all, I don't even know how to answer that question because Jews exist. But now it comes down to a question of which Jews are you talking about? There's a known fact that Jews exist. That's a fact. But you have so many people and denominations claiming that they are Jews. I don't know who you are talking about. It's a very vague question. Nope. African parents make you want to be well, this is the thing, Divine F. I was a little bit of a rebel on my side, right? And their success for me wasn't the same success I wanted for myself. I chose my own route of success. They didn't like that. But at the same time, I learned that from them because I knew what I was capable of, regardless of what route I took. And that's some of the things with having African parents that I had to deal with was going a different route. That's not what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to go their route and succeed. The sucker trying to just realize. And I'm glad to hear that, Divine, that you started therapy today. That's what's up. Being stuck for years. I'm glad to hear that. And yes, that's that part. Is that part is that once when you find your own way, you find your own lane and make your own way, you're able to get that off. You can't say nothing. That, but that's still kudos to them because they showed us a certain type of way of working hard. It showed us a certain type of way of working hard and being, staying on task, being focused, being successful. It's just that we made the choice of going our own lane, staying in our own lane. Yeah, that's nice. That's what's up. Bridget Stevens, come on, man. I would be a fool to put my phone number on the internet. Who do you think I am, Mike Jones? I made 50K a year Just sing it and they. Let's see. Bridget came back. When Bridget got out of timeout, they got straight to it. They asked for the phone number. They ain't play no game. FIFA Fluffy. Thank you. Thank you and bye. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on too much longer, guys. Once again, I had a long day. Been increasing the intensity on my most recent workouts is now starting to catch up to me. But I feel great though. Like honestly, I feel great. Just sleepy, just tired. Like just making sure. Um, Not that I ever like took the easy route out of doing my workouts, but now that I'm back into this routine, I'm really starting to turn up the dial a little bit. My goal has been putting on more muscle, so I've been lifting heavier, been in the gym a little bit longer, so now it's starting to catch up a little bit. Today, um, yeah, today I did back to back days. I did legs, but I did legs today, so back, and my back is sore today. So then I had some errands to run afterwards. Was running back and forth to different places, getting some things for my household, grocery shopping, and then my son had a basketball practice. So I've been up and down all day, in and out the house. Um, so yeah, I'm sleepy today, tired, not exhausted. If I was exhausted, I would never came on this live stream. But I'm gonna wrap it up in a little bit 'cause I'm definitely sleepy, and I didn't want to not come on because tomorrow evening I won't be able to come on as longer. I might, have a short live like this one because Thursday morning I have an important meeting Thursday morning. So try dried fish, do them in a microwave in a plastic packaging, put Pam on them. This little fish jerky. Divine F Empress, I have dried fish right now in my fridge in the plastic, like you talking about. I usually I usually put it in soup. And I appreciate that, Devon. Always says his love over the side. Yeah, I remember I had therapy years ago. This is when my mother passed away. So this was in 2019, and it was a little bit of grief counseling, and then a couple months afterwards I started to go into real counseling and stuff like that. So it was always good. Um Once when you go outside for additional help and uh you aren't scared or you don't really, I won't say you don't care what people think, but I don't know, something about going to therapy and seeking additional healing is always a good thing. So that's what's up. That's great. African dried fish. Yeah, that is yeah, it's funky. It is it does stink. It does stink. But I like to put it in my soup because it brings out it brings, that flavor. That's what I use it for mainly. Um, every now and then, it's crazy that you say it makes good fish jerky. Every now and then, I do like take a slice and just eat it because I love fish. But dry fish is definitely on point. Definitely enjoyed the live. Another great one. Thank Jasmine Jones. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm so happy to see you too, love. That's what's up. I did it with marriage therapist. Oh, you say your mom? Yeah, you did say your mom was a psychologist. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wish I could stay with y'all a little bit longer, but it's all good. I'll catch y'all Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night I'll be on. Is the next time I'll be on. And I got more content coming on the way as well. That's what I may do. In between the next couple hours when I get some rest tonight, when I wake up, and possibly, well, for sure, tomorrow night I won't be on live. Like I said, I got a important meeting Thursday, but I'll be still doing work. I'll be away from here. I might drop content, but for sure I'll be still on my job writing this book. I'll be on chapter 6 by the time I crack back open this notebook and get to writing. So the progress is still underway. Larry Johnson, man, peace, man. You catching me late. I'm just about to wrap this up and get off, man. It's been a long day for me. I haven't never- Yeah, that type of I, I've never been. mm, So you about to have me stay on for a little bit because I never been. I'm not gonna say hunted, but gang stalk, right? Um, so I know what it feels like to have someone monitor you or having monitoring spirits. That's what I wanted to say. Having a monitoring spirit. Um, and who is that? Emmanuel Rosas says hi. And once again, man, Larry Johnson, man, I appreciate you for coming through, brother. Peace and light to you. And I don't know if Zahn is still in here or if he left. I remember him bringing up something about gang stalking too when he left his city, and he didn't realize that he was being monitored like on a level like that as well. Um, when I left a certain place, and once again, I'm used to being kind of having a certain spotlight on me, but it's weird when you are being stalked. And recently, when Zahn brought it up, something happened in that live stream where it kind of left my mind, and I wanted to bring it up. And when people start talking about them and bring up certain things about them, I don't like to go off on a tangent about myself. But I noticed when I left a certain place that I was being stalked, or not stalked, but being monitored, which is very weird when people do that because you start to understand that there's a certain spirit that's on them, which can only mean that there's a certain spirit that's in you. You get what I'm saying? So you could it's frightening, right? It can be a frightening thing, it could be a scary thing. Um, but when you come to the realization, like, this person is crazy, but you gotta you come to that realization about something that's within you and what you got. And the reason why these people are following you or monitoring you or stalking you is because it's something that you ultimately possess that people are either fascinated about, they are crazy about you, and obviously they crazy about you if they stalk you, but they're crazy about you in the sense that there's something within you that you possess that they can't get over. And once again, it's scary, but it's also kind of almost flattering, if you will. But knowing that you possess something that you hold, it reassures you that you got divine, God given rights over you and protection as well, because it can come close to you, but it won't come to a point where it can really harm you. So I'm glad at certain times that I got to experience certain things I got to experience, because people like to ask, how do you know God exists? Listen, sometimes you got to go through life experiences, and certain instances will let you know, like, you got protection over you, you got something that's guiding you, keeping you out of harm's way, that you can't explain sometimes, but it just so happens, you know, you get pushed in certain directions, or you get to see certain things that'll let you know. So yeah. uh, I had a whole Old Testament church stalk in my social media. Yep. And that's the number one place to get gang stalked, is on social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. You posting pictures and all that other stuff of where you at, location, who you with, what you eating. Mm, that's the best place. It's a gang stalking buffet if you got social media platform and you posting all your whereabouts, each and every moment where you at, where you been. That's why I deleted all my social media accounts at one point. That's one of the reasons why. My work schedule different now. You have a great night too, Jazz. I appreciate you. And and it's crazy, every time I'm on the other side of YouTube, and I'm a viewer instead of being the one that's being viewed. I try to catch, my peoples who come to support me, and catch them on the live streams. Every time I try to catch you, Jazz, it's like I always catch you at like the wrong time. But I think I seen one of your lives. I was on my way out, and I didn't want to distract you, but I think I forgot you was at. You wasn't in the car. You was at the you was at the bowling alley. You was bowling. And I was just like, I was heading out the house. I was just on the feed or whatever, and I seen you was at the bowling alley. I'm like, damn, that's what's up. Jazz really be getting out there. That's the way you supposed to live life. If regardless of what you got going on in your life, single, still get out there and do the things that you love to do. So I love that. I love seeing stuff like that. I remember at one point, I'll go to the movies by myself. But my son, he don't like when I do that. I went to the movies by myself one time, and he caught me. He called me. He said, "Daddy, where you at?" I was like, "Man, I'm at the movies watching Batman." He was younger then. He was younger then. He started having his moment. I said, "Nah, man, I got you. When I come pick you up, we're gonna go to the movies, but Daddy need to get out." So I love stuff like that. When you do take yourself out, that's an amazing tactic to do when you are single. You're a single person. You still gotta take yourself out. Right, it's fire in it, but it made me scared because they would come after me and try to harm me. Yeah, yeah, I get that. When people that's another thing too, though. Yeah, as a female, I know it can be scary when dudes, as a single female, dudes, you find out a dude stalking you. You don't know where you're trying to go. Me, uh, it's a little bit different as a man, and with I got different forms of protection on my side, if you get what I'm saying. Um, I got that covering, and then I could fight. And if I don't feel like fighting, I got the quick draw. I, I had my best friend who died. Yeah, I was, man. I'm so introverted. I'm trying to be more social. I appreciate that. Yeah, nah, that's what's up. And that's a key thing. Getting out amongst the people. Um, I'm the same way too, and I'm very, very mindful of when I'm in crowds around people too, Jazz. Um, I'm I'm social myself, but when I get around people and in crowds, like I like to observe the room, I like to read the room, um, just for safety reasons, because some people just they irritate me. Some people just irritate me for real, you know. Um, I just don't like anyone coming to talk to me and stuff like that. Like, so that's part of being an introvert too. Like when I'm out, I just want to be, in my own world still. But I'm also social at that point too. But I just don't like talking to anybody or trying to make a connection with anybody because some weird people out here. Your minister to me, I took it. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I love going to Fridays. I want to go. I'm not gonna say I want to go to Fridays now because I don't want to go drink by myself. That seems like a setup for myself if I'm out like that. The last time I did do that was when I was in Jersey. And it was cool. I had a great time. But um, yeah, when you go out and take yourself out, it's a great feeling. I will always be out. Yeah. But that's the thing. I don't want to go out and start drinking. People start coming up talking to me. I don't. But I'm open to that stuff too, though. At the same time, like I know I say it now, but it is nice to have a good conversation with somebody off the cuff. But you still gotta watch out for the weirdos. Never go just random stuff like that. It's not clubs. Yeah, nah, no clubs. Absolutely not. Trey always says, hit the gym. Brother, only if you knew how I'm feeling right now and the workout that I had. The workout that I had today, you will probably not be able to withstand it for real. I did what I hit legs and back. You ever did pull-ups with the chains around your neck? I'm talking about some hit the gym. Have you ever done pull-ups with the chains around your neck? Random guy on YouTube. You do 100 squats today? I would always figure my way into the industry. Yeah, oh, why you retract your message, Trey? Don't do that, man. And I'm only playing Trey, man. I hit back and back biceps and Muay Thai class. Respect though. Yeah, respect, man. I'm talking shit to you, man. It's all good. It's motivation. When I see people who say that and all that, that gets me going because that's my field house right there in that gym, man. But you made me talk my shit a little bit. Cause nobody, the gym I go to, I have yet to see anybody touch those chains that's that's in the gym. I had to knock the dust off of those, man. I want all my messages to say hit the gym when I piss mines off. Nah, you're not gonna piss no mines off. You only gonna turn me up. That's all you're gonna do, Trey, is turn me up. When you say hit the gym. You gonna turn me up, talk my shit, and then I'm gonna remember tomorrow when I go to the gym. This dude on the internet said hit the gym. He don't know. All that's gonna do is turn me up. Yeah, man, I've been in a real groove and really getting to certain workouts. Like I said, is I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. These it's weighted chains. I appreciate that, man. But it's weighted chains that be in the gym, man. That's they add a little bit more pressure. You put them around your neck, like it's supposed to weigh you down. It's the same effect as like putting on a belt with the weight and stuff like that. But it makes you look cool in the gym. If I start recording gym vids, I'ma show y'all exactly what I'm talking about, so y'all can see. Um, Kai Priya says no weave for the hood. Damn, bro. I do weighted pull ups, not around my neck though. Now the weighted pull ups, man, the weighted pull ups and the dips is something that's very good, man. Body weight is the best, but yeah, when you start putting on the extra accessories, it makes you look cooler in the gym. But nah, it's very effective for your weight out. When you have stuff weighing you down, weighted ankles or weight vests and stuff like that, added to your body weight, and gives a little bit more of effect and a little bit more push. When you get used to your body weight and moving your body weight around. But I love the way to change, man. That is it make you look like a make you look like a beast in the gym for real, man. But it's cool though. It adds a little bit more of you know, like I said, weighing you down with your natural body weight. It's a beast though. And it make you look like a beast too while you're doing it. So I love it. And Key Priya says, no weed for the hood. I gotta go back to that comment, man, because right now, the way my body is feeling, man, um, yeah, 3 hits would serve me right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I've been going on 4 months. Going on 4 months now, man. No weed, man. So yeah, man. No weed for the hood, man. Don't distract me, but I understand what you're saying. I just that's so much. I appreciate that, Jazz. Thank you. That's love, sis. So I really particular on my weights. I do trying to get bulky. I think that's manly. Um yeah, Devon, that's see, I'm kind of torn with women being bulky, muscular, um, do ballet weights. Yeah, that's uh yeah, I'm kind of torn with that. Like man, like having some muscle tone isn't too bad. But I've seen some women like be like ripped. Like see, even that is not too bad. But I think you know what I'm trying to say. Like I've seen them be like muscular, like for real, and it'd be like, yo, you kind of look crazy a little bit. Those females when I see look like too muscular like that, like not tone like having muscles as a female, I don't think is too manly. Um, but I've seen some women have muscles on them, and I can tell like you took more than pre-workout. Like you took some extra testosterone, or you might have even took steroids or some shit like that for real. Because there ain't no way you looking like that naturally as a woman. You feel what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make sense. You see my bill, but I go hard. Yeah, no, I get exactly what you're saying. Some women, especially with your build, Devon, if they start, weight training in that certain aspect, they can get muscles and they can get to a point where, but I've seen some shit where, yeah, some women can get away with having some muscles for real. Where it doesn't look where it doesn't look manly. And that's because I think I did a little juice and I did research in it and 2 weeks. I was like, heck no, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. So you get exactly what I'm saying. Like it starts too much. All right, couple more minutes, guys, and I'm out of here. What's good, Kyrie? Peace, man. KL, yay. What's your favorite cold cut sandwich? Man, I answered that the other day. Um, kick it, old schoolish. Um, One of my favorite cold cut sandwiches used to be when I ate pork was Italian, but regular turkey cheese, roast beef, and I really like corned beef. Corned beef on raw. That's my joint right there. I like being fleshy. That's the African thing, being slightly plump. Yes. Yep. Oh, see, you want to guess. You want to guess tuna, you look pescatarian. Nah. I like tuna though, but my favorite cold, I don't eat pork though anymore, but I used to like Italian. Italian sub, cold cut. I think on that Italian had like pepperoni, salami, all pork to be honest. I think it had ham on it. Maybe if I asked you last night, I think you the only one that said roast beef. Yeah, yeah, you did ask me that the other night. I don't think it was last night. It was the other night. Um, yeah, roast beef. Um, and appreciate you, Divine Vipers. Thank you for being a moderator. Yeah, that was a couple nights ago, but yeah, roast beef. Um, like I said, turkey. I know turkey is like generic, but yeah, ever since I stopped eating pork, that's always been my go-to though, for real. Was turkey cheese. Roast beef is all right depending on the cut because roast beef can be dry, and I don't like that. So I would need like extra oil, extra vinegar on that to be dry. But corned beef with mustard, and I like sauerkraut. So corned beef, mustard, sauerkraut on rye, slam it. And then when I did eat pork, Italian sub. Well, I said before, I think provolone cheese, um, yeah, salami, pepperoni, ham, and then I would get banana peppers on there. Yeah, turkey is a building block. Yeah, you can't go wrong with turkey and cheese. That's like, That's why I don't want to say it for like a number one. That's why I had to name some other ones. That's really roast beef. Yeah, hit and miss. And probably yes, yes sir. But yeah, that corned beef, man, is different. You're not about toxic masculinity, and you're not African. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not on that type of timing. I speak against that for real because that's not real masculinity. Toxic masculinity is not real masculinity. I stand on that. Brother belong to which country? Jonathan Hernandez says Japanese. I would love to go to Japan. I already said that. Your teeth compared to your skin is like flickering light. That's funny. All my sisters have the same issue with dating unless they Christians too. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean with the African African goofies. Yeah, yep. After the first date, that's what I was saying too. It's like once again trying to be the African goofies. They try to be the nice guy too soon. There's one thing of being the nice guy, but with those type of men, they want to be the nice guy too very soon. That's what they go for. Damn, they went that route too. Damn, white guys, yeah. That's funny. Yeah, yeah, African men, they go after them fast, quick. But guys, whoever's in the chat, OG Kicks, if you still in here, man, I appreciate you moderating. Divine F Empress, as always, sis, I appreciate you, love, and thank you for your moderation. Everyone has come through, shown love, appreciation, supported the live. I appreciate you guys. Uh, Once again, I'll be off for the next couple days. I'll hopefully see y'all Thursday night. Yes, Thursday night. I expect to be back on. So I hope to see you guys then. With all that said, y'all take care with love and peace.